It's Week 8 of the National Football League, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Giants and the Steelers on Monday night.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
And we're underway on EA Sports.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the new-look Steelers offense headed out for the
trade from Seattle a few years back, but he still has the talent and tools to make this next chapter a positive one.
First carry for Najee Harris. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
Touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Wilson.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Throwing, Jones. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And now out come the Steelers.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Play action. Now Wilson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And New York set to take the field.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And a nice job.
The routes has good hands and knows how to get open.
Now Jones.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary.
And this time, the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Jones.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
This defense for the Steelers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Jones. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses
1st and 10 at the 18.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant.
Touchdown, gets him off the treadmill. Because you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out there in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
You talk about this Giant defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
8 yards there and a 1st down.
The Steelers sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw is Wilson.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Harris. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. Now Wilson.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop.
A give, Singletary right side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
And Singletary has found a new home with the Giants after successful stints in Buffalo and Houston. He's coming off of 3 consecutive seasons where he produced over 1,000 yards from scrimmage, and New York is...
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
That's complete to Slayton. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
And Robinson, the motion man right.
Back to throw. Jones.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Now they can't bring him down.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Now it's Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss.
Here's Wilson.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Yeah, good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught by Slayton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action here on 1st down.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Catch made by Slayton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Off play action. Jones.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here. Reception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's got a man complete. Another 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Wilson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Wilson.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
George Pickens,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing, Jones.
That's complete. It's Neighbors.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on first down.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
2nd and 5.
Now Jones. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
A final shot before break. Jones. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Giants offense and Daniel Jones set to take over again. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
In motion right is Robinson. Jones now from the gun on third down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Alex High, second time. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Wilson to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the...
Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Wilson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Jones throwing to start the drive.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that, Charles, over here.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that
now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. Dramatically, it's 1st and goal. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They run again with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, now how about this return?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the they have.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taking it about the 16.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And here's Freiermuth again. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this up past the 40.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come. They have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. This is Harris.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. First and 10, it's Patterson.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now Wilson.
Finds Pickens outright.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Giants are right. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll throw from the gun.
Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Giants on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 4.
And Robinson, the motion man right.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Off the play fake. Jones.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again.
Again, it's Johnson.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Off the play fake. Jones. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones.
Deep in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Singletary is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Jones now going to throw on third and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Jones on the RPO, going to get it out to Neighbors.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They go play action with Wilson. To the right side and complete to Washington.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down.
That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
A give to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just... And he's in! Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. To throw is Jones.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Connects with Slayton.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Connecting with Johnson. And he will have the conversion on 4th down. He's high. Here's Jones.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Able to shake him off. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Now Jones.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown with 0 goes on the clock, and an extra point will send us to OT. Now for the all-critical extra point. And he's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Steelers who will have the first chance to go down and score here in overtime as we are back underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime, they've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's got some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. There's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run again with Harris. Fights him off. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score in OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So for the Steelers,
They run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they